deep beneath the Amazon rainforest. The foundation found an upside-down dead tree almost 6 miles tall, and something ancient trapped inside it. The first sign wasn't visual, it was seismic. For 17 straight minutes, monitoring stations across northern Brazil recorded rhythmic tremors beneath the Amazon basin. Not earthquakes, not tectonic movement, but evenly spaced impacts, like something enormous striking stone deep underground. The SCP Foundation traced the source to a sinkhole that had opened overnight in untouched rainforest. What they found beneath it should not have existed. Miles below the surface was a hollow space larger than some cities. No magma, no underground ocean, just an immense cavern filled with drifting gray vapor and the remains of a forest turned to stone long before humanity history began. At the center of it all hung a tree, upside down. Its trunk descended from the cavern's ceiling like a pillar, wider than skyscrapers, and stretching nearly 6 miles towards the abyss below. The bark was black and split open in places, exposing layers that resembled fossilized muscle more than wood. Its branches pointed downward, its roots burrowed upward through solid rock, and despite every test confirming the organism was dead, the roots continued expanding. Slowly, constantly. Foundation drones sent near the root systems vanished after brief losses of signal. Excavation equipment was later recovered beneath layers of freshly displaced earth, crushed inward as though compacted by immense pressure. Organic matter recovered nearby showed signs of accelerated decomposition. Not decay, consumption. The anomaly received the designation SCP-6666. Then, researchers noticed the figure embedded in the trunk. At first, it resembled a statue trapped inside amber. A humanoid shape fused into the wood itself, partially exposed through a massive vertical rupture in the tree's side. 70 feet tall, 6 arms folded against its body. 6 unblinking eyes. An iron spear extending from one arm directly into the tree's interior. No visible respiratory system. No detectable heartbeat. Yet, it reacted when approached. Personnel reported hearing speech without sound. Words perceived internally rather than through the ears. The entity identified itself with a single name. Hector. Recovered records from the Foundation's classified Paragon archives describe Hector as one of the 4 engineered beings created during a prehistoric conflict, predating recorded civilization. Not gods, not demons in the religious sense. Weapons. Living constructs altered to survive indefinitely. According to fragmented translations, each was assigned a singular purpose that could never end. Hector's purpose appears tied directly to SCP-6666 itself. Ancient texts refer to the tree as Titania. Not a plant, a containment structure. Something grown specifically to imprison an organism buried beneath a cavern floor. Researchers still don't know whether Titania is the prison or the prisoner. What they do know is this: Hector has been attempting to damage the structure for an immeasurable length of time. The spear fused to his arm penetrates deep into the trunk, creating a wound that never closes completely. Every strike triggers violent regenerative reactions throughout both entities. The tree repairs itself. Hector tears it open again, and again. The seismic events recorded on the surface were not natural activity. They were impacts from the spear. a cycle repeating for thousands of years beneath the earth, unnoticed. Foundation analysts remain divided on Hector's intentions. Some believe he's trying to break free. Others believe the damage is deliberate maintenance, controlled destruction preventing Titania from fully regenerating. If that theory is correct, stopping Hector may be catastrophic, because the roots are no longer confined to the cavern. Recent scans show growth patterns extending outward through subterranean fault lines beneath South America. Entire ecosystems near the site have begun exhibiting neurological abnormalities after exposure to airborne particles from the cavern fog. And buried beneath Titania's lowest branches, explorers discovered architectural remains older than humanity should be capable of producing. Not ruins of a civilization, evidence of one being erased. SCP-6666 forces the Foundation to consider a possibility more disturbing than monsters or ancient gods. That human history may simply be the latest layer placed over something much older. Something still active, still unfinished. And somewhere beneath miles of stone and rainforest canopy, a giant with 6 eyes continues driving an iron spear into the heart of a dead structure that refuses to stop growing.